Hi there everyone. Today is a holiday, so I'm going to make a really fun little quick exercise for you, and it's involving the prompt word for today for Inktober. The prompt word is blade. So I've decided to make this little exercise, which is a really fun little fun drawing exercise for people of any level of skill, and you can just go into the kitchen and just grab any 3 pieces of cutlery and then bring them back, and what we're going to do is draw these pieces of cutlery in arrangement, and then we're going to cut the outline around them. So if you're an advanced drawer and you've got plenty of experience, you might want to draw the actual cutlery, but if you're a beginner, maybe you want to just do it from your imagination. So you can just draw the lines however you want. I'm just going to rearrange this here so that it's more like this. I like the idea of them crossing over a little bit so we get interesting shapes. So I've drawn these sort of spine lines. When I'm teaching Learn to Draw classes, I recommend that people start with a spine line first and then draw the shapes around it. So I've got this knife over here. I'm going to pick up my pencil first and then just draw just a vague outline of what this knife looks like. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to do this. If you've got a wobble in your line, that's even better. You get 5 bonus points for every wobble that you create. So I'm just going to use my fun little click pencil that has a built-in eraser here to just draw these bits of cutlery really roughly, just so they look vaguely like the piece of cutlery that they are. You can use your eraser anytime you want to get the lines working better, but you don't have to get it to be perfect. Don't try and make this a really terrific brilliant, drawing. So I'm just going to go, this handle here comes up over here. The sizes can be all wrong and wonky. It really doesn't matter what you end up drawing. The fun is in this exercise of what we do with it. So here's my spoon shape there, and I'll just make sure I know which line is which here by getting rid of a couple of these. And then I'll get my fork up there, so I'll draw the simplest shape first, which is just this kind of outline here, not worry about the tines on the fork yet. And then it's got a bit of a curve and comes down to the handle down here. And then I'll put the little holes in. And maybe you don't want to draw 4 tines, maybe you just want to draw 3 tines, that's fine. So I'm not sure if I want to draw 4, I think that's just so many. Oh well, here we go. Just draw that little cut in there. Now this fun part of this exercise is once you've got the pencil lines where you want them to be, then all you do now is go over with your ink pen, because this is all about Inktober. And then you just go over your ink pen, and this is completely valid for Inktober. You don't have to draw straight away in ink if you don't want to. So what I want you to do is ignore where the crossovers are. So probably the best thing is if you actually erase those crossovers where these things happen, and this will help you to not accidentally go through to the wrong spot. We're going to do a silhouette of this whole shape. So you don't want to have any lines where they cross over. We're going to pretend that it's all in shadow. It's all backlit. It's casting a shadow on the wall. So we just want to draw the silhouette of these shapes. And it's a lot of fun to get these sort of almost abstracty kind of shapes. So this is just a bit of fun for a holiday day, is to just start drawing these outlines. And you're really just basically tracing over the pencil lines that you've done, which is fun. And you don't have to even make it beautiful. It just rough outlines are absolutely fine. But make sure when you get to this crossover point, you go around the corner. This is the first step of an exercise that we do in our Learn to Draw class, where we learn about making negative shapes. So we're kind of making this negative shape that's all around the outside of these objects. You don't have to be accurate. This is about having some fun. Make sure you don't go along those crossovers. Oops, it's got to go a bit further there. Doesn't matter if you have to lift your pen up and down as you go if you're a complete beginner. I'm kind of drawing quite confident lines here, but I've had a few miles in the pencil, so you can get more confidence like this once you've got miles in the pencil. Don't forget to draw the little cutaway shape on the inside. This is all part of this negative shape. You get really interesting negative shapes happening sometimes. So that's the exercise. Don't forget as well to do your little number shape in here. You can go over the edges of your... It's actually good to do this as a warm-up. I was so excited about getting into the exercise. Do this as a warm-up first, I recommend. Don't forget, if you want to get a hold of these copies of the Doodlebug sheets, all you've got to do, it's free, all you've got to do is type a comment, "Gimme," into the below this video. Just type that comment in and I will give you access to this. This is Doodlebug number 5 for the 5th day of Inktober, but I can give you access to all the other ones as well. So maybe I might want to do a negative shape of this one, just for the fun of it. Oops, missed that one. Every time you say oops, you just have a laugh because it really doesn't matter. So maybe I won't be doing negative shapes so much this one. Once you've done the drawing and you've got the ink in, of course, you can just rub out your pencil and no one's ever going to know, and they're going to think that you drew that just by hand, and they're going to think you're an amazing artist. So these are some of the tricks that you can use as an artist. Look like a very confident ink drawing, which is a good thing to do if you're a complete beginner. Those of you who are advanced, you might want to take this drawing, you might want to do the inking straight away. That was a bit of a challenge. It's not something that I would necessarily do because I need to see the shapes individually first, and then I want to see the combined shapes afterwards, because it's hard to get your mind around the idea of this strange, almost abstract shape when you're inking it in. So up here as well, you can erase the pencil that you did and then just have some fun with decorating this. Today might be a crosshatch day on the background, just for the fun of it. A check quilt. I might just go back to my idea of not using that single outline. So try and think outside the square, literally, when you're doing these little designs. These are quite important. These little things that I'm getting you to do here are quite important because they help you to keep developing your creativity. So just thinking of a way of putting a number on a background and doing some doodling in there and doing some embellishments around it is going to keep your creative mind open and keep you staying creative and finding new ideas. So you can embellish that as much as you want with little Zentangle doodles. But there you go, there's the Doodlebug for today. Hope you can see that okay. And don't forget to comment gimme below if you would like to have all of the copies of all of the Doodlebugs, and I'll get you into the list of files so that you can get access to them and download them and have fun with them. Thanks for watching.